shifting, as cliche as it sounds, everything that we didn't build now, it all started with a mindset shift, really believing that we can.
Nah.
Not saying I can, but I will. Not saying I can't, but I can. Not saying I won't, but I will. Right? Those type of things. Right? Going through like literally what Flash just said. We hit a roadblock. Instead of going, dang, you know, looking at the negative side, you're looking at, okay, how can I get past this roadblock? Obviously, this is strengthening me. What's the next step for me to get past this roadblock, right? Asking the right questions, right? Speaking to yourself in the right type of way, because your brain doesn't know the difference, right? You know, I made a video about that. You know, you got the conscious and you got the subconscious. That subconscious, that's what's taking in everything, right? That's the part that's operating in the background that we don't even know. And you got to train that subconscious, right? This is a result of us training that subconscious, because we used to just be on the other side. I remember looking at this chart. Boy, I remember looking at this chart like it was an algebra class. I didn't grow up good at math, man. So you know what it's like to look at some numbers and just your head is hurting. You know, you get tense. You wanna shut the computer off. I remember looking at the chart like that, man. And you know, it came with opening it up every day and trying, because I'm telling myself, man, I know it's on the other side. You know, I know if I be consistent, by the end of next year, I'll know more than I do now. So, matter of fact, what were some things on the beginning of your journey that you said to yourself, to help you get
here? Yeah. Well, real quick before I answer that, you see, full circle moment, because you was already like, damn, but instead, how can I get better at this? You knew you foresaw the future, and was like, I know that I'm gonna be good at this shit. You know what I'm saying? I know that there's no way that if I come on now. So full circle moment, man.
That's another thing too. Visualizing. I'm just gonna say that. Visualize it. See it. Okay, go ahead.
Got to, cause my fault. Ask the question one more time.
Yeah. So at the beginning of your journey, getting to exactly who we are now, sitting up here, what are some things that you told yourself when you felt like you couldn't, or when you was doubtful?
What I really told myself, man, real life, was the fact that personally, I like to do things differently. I don't like to do the things by the norm or by the book, right? I'm always, even if there is a rule book, I'm going to figure out a way to work within those rules to figure out how I can do it the best way of my liking. So for that being said, there is so much to learn when it comes to learning the charts and trying to understand. And what I told myself was not only that I could do it and I could see it, but I had that motivation from, like, I had a real fire that lit inside of me. First of all, when I met you, when we was talking about the charts, that fire that I had when I wanted to learn, you kind of gave me that pause.
What the?
Wait.
What is the pause?
Matter of fact, I was what I thought was crazy, but nah. You put more wood into the pit of fire that already was inside that I needed it. So that fire grew. Pause. That was crazy.
I don't know what you was about to say.
Full circle wealth. Bro.
I hear you though, man.
But you put liquid. That's crazy. What is that? Exactly.
What is that?
For the grill. The shit on the grill that you to make the fire spark. Bro gave me that. And I was like, yes, on top of the fire that I already had. What I was telling myself was that, bro, if this guy can do it, bro, and I don't know this dude, bro, and he's telling me that I can do it, bro, I gotta be able to do it. So that motivated me as well to get it done. Yeah. Lighter fluid.
No, I ain't lighter fluid. No, keep going though. Don't finish your thought.
Yeah. Now not only seeing bro do it, but the simple fact that I'm already seeing other people do it. And so I wanted to do something that wasn't fully
lighter fluid.
I wanted to do something that wasn't the norm. Like, I didn't know too many traders. I had heard about Aristotle, you know what I'm saying? But that was really the only person that I had seen of color that was really going hard when it came to, like learning how to trade in just the overall market. So like when it came to running our business, right? It was just like another obstacle that I was able to work within, you know what I'm saying? And not try to like go around or go over, but work with, because I knew that I could be so much greater than my environment. So that mindset shift, like we keep talking about this mindset shift, it was all based on the fact that I wasn't seeing anybody that I knew personally do this type of thing. So this is like right in my lane, ultimately. So, you know, like, bro, you got this only because who you know, and you kind of have your back against the wall when you're in those type of situations. Like, am I going to fold or am I going, you know what I'm saying? Am I going to fight? You know what I'm saying? Step up. Yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of
Yeah, no, that's you don't get no better than that, man. You know, you had just said.
I said a lot.
No, but you had just said something that forgot what part it was. But look, man, you guys got it, man. You know, something that I did on my journey as well before we close out, you know, I'll just answer it real quick at the beginning is like he's foreseeing the future. You know, like who you are now is not who you're gonna be in the next 5 years. I always had this thing. I always told myself, I'm like, if 5 years go by and you're doing the right things, there's no way you don't make progress. You just progress in general. Along that time, you'll start to, you know, sharpen everything and to make your progress more concrete so you can actually know where you're going. But if you just start now and be consistent, in the next 5 years, you'll be way further ahead on your journey than not. Because the longer you wait, I remember being 18. I remember when I think I wanted to be a content, but I wanted to be a content creator. I knew at some point I was going to make some content. I used to always tell myself, I'm going to wait till like I'm 25 and we already made it. I'm going to wait till we get the riches and I already did this behind the scenes, right? But then I think at some point I was like 18, about to be 19 or something like that. And I was like, if I don't start now at 19 and make a first video, that means by 20 something, I'll just be now starting. And I was like, I might as well just start now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Might as well just start now getting behind the camera. Like I got videos on YouTube that I ain't even post just for practice. Saying that to say for you guys, man, just start now. Because if you don't, because it already takes a minute to start, but then it takes a minute for you to be good at something. Okay, start, consistency, then you got to be able to be good. It already takes you some time to be consistent. It takes you some time to start. The more you get to, you know, just make that as quick as possible, is the quicker you get to the other side. But if you spend 3 months starting, then 5 months trying to be consistent, then you got probably, like, if you've been consistent, like 3 more months before you even get good. And then that's a whole year gone by.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You know what I'm saying? And now that's progress though. But if
100%.
you would have just sat here and like, dang, I'm about to wait till I get some money to buy that camera. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna start. 6 months that went by, you ain't did nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing. You know, so with us being, you know, so shout out to us, man. We took advantage of the last year, and we sacrificed last year doing everything behind the scenes with Full Circle Wealth when people didn't notice us, to now this year noticing us. If we would have started this year, last year would be this year.
Exactly.
Next year would be this year.
Yep.
You know, like, and then, so just start. That's it.